Hi, Surabhi.
Hi. Yeah, it's better now. Hello, how are
Oh,
you? Happy Earth Day.
same to you, and thank you so much for joining us this evening.
It is completely my pleasure. It's an honor. Thank you so much for inviting me for the Green Talk.
Yes, so I'll give you a quick background. So basically, in Green Talks with Urvann, we invite inspirational personalities like yourself who are helping, make this planet a better place to live in. So on that note, and I think we've all seen you on Shark Tank. So really excited to meet you in person here. And let's get started. I think to begin, we may want to start with understanding the story behind Carragreen. What inspired you to start it, and when did you start it? And if you could just talk a bit through that, that would be really helpful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Firstly, it's an honor to be here on Urvan India.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations to you for the Green Talk initiative. At least the startups like us can
Thank you.
spread
Thank you.
awareness and promote the word about what we are doing to your followers and all the listeners and the viewers. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you.
So,
Thank you so
about
much. So the
Carragreen,
idea is
it
that
was
we can
start.
hear your story and we can inspire as many people as possible when they hear your story and what you are doing.
Let's try to do that today.
Yes.
So Carragreen was started in 2018. So it
Mm-hmm.
was inception was more about manufacturing or producing something. And then when the thoughts became and the brainstorming happened, we wanted to do something towards protecting Mother Earth. So that was the whole vision, this single line vision that we started with. We experimented with a lot of products. We started with stationery and then packaging and then spoons. So gradually over the years, the product got developed. Sometimes the market received it well. Sometimes the customer didn't like the product. So that is how it's been the 4 years journey. And the whole vision from day one was to do something for Mother Earth. And that is how we ended up creating some alternatives for plastic and wood.
Right. So that's so good to hear. So I'm sure that these 4 years must have been like there have been must have been moments which have been really which would have kept you going. But I'm sure there must have been a lot of challenges as you built your business. So what are some of the major challenges that you had to find your way through? Was it probably, as you said, like developing the product, or finding the right fit, finding the right pricing, finding customers? So, what have those challenges primarily been?
So every challenge has been a learning, is how we
Right.
look at them. So starting from day one, how to start it, and then all the Excel sheets and all the product development being done, all the market research. So that was one thing which was a great learning. So we did a good 2 to 3 months of initial market research of what product is needed and what, as you mentioned, what should be the costing. Because generally the eco-friendly word is considered a product which is eco-friendly is considered to be very expensive in regard to the other products in the market. So that was a huge challenge and a learning that we faced in our initial phases. Because at Carragreen, we wanted to create something affordable. Only then it could reach the masses.
Right.
So that is one challenge which still we are developing on. We are trying to make the products more affordable and so that more and more people use it. So that is one challenge, and then all the like creating a new company and manufacturing the products and maintaining the quality. And so every day till today is a learning, is what I would say.
Right. So I completely understand. Like I think that's the biggest challenge that any sustainable business faces. That there's the costs are usually tend to be a bit higher, and then it trickles down in the price, and then the acceptance is initially is impacted because we are unable to meet those costs. But great initiative there in trying to make it affordable. And so, as we talked about the challenges, what has been also like your biggest achievements so far in this journey, like the days, which was something that you look back and feel really happy and proud about.
I think if we go in descending order, Shark Tank India selection is one of the biggest achievement in the Carragreen journey, is what we think of, because it has given a lot of confidence to us as a company to work more better and in a systematic way. And a lot of good days when customers send their photos, and because the spoons go in Haldiram Bhel, as everyone knows now. So many people send selfies, and
Amazing.
it's really nice to see something what you have created and being used by people. So every time we get a good customer feedback and the awards and the recognition, so all that keep us motivated, and that's it.
Right. So since you mentioned Shark Tank, and I think there are questions from the audience as well. Would be great if you could tell us a bit more about your Shark Tank experience. Probably prepping up for the pitch day, and then how have things changed post Shark Tank? With the entire visibility and being able to take your brand to the masses. How are things before and after Shark Tank?
So, Shark Tank India season one, and as we are very happy that it has become a dining table conversation nowadays. So, I think Shark Tank India season one was really successful, and the process was the like registration form, and then you had to submit all the details about your company, and then what you want to do with the company, the vision, the mission for 5 years, and the selection process was around say 1 or 2 months. We had telephonic interviews, and the shooting of the show was a wonderful adventure, which won't be forgotten by me and my mother-in-law. It is a very enriched memory for both of us because it had been a wonderful experience. And I think we were really lucky to be selected out of 68,000 entries. So I think luck
Amazing,
and
right.
hard work both have been in our favor when we got selected for Shark Tank. And everyone there was again really helpful because it was the first time we were presenting the whole idea in front of the whole world, as you may say. We have pitched our ideas in front of a lot of people, but now this was national television. So it was a wonderful
Right.
experience and a lot of confidence givers in Sony TV. And then the Sharks were really, really supportive. And it was a really wonderful experience at Shark Tank.
Amazing, amazing. That's so good to know. And I think someone wants to also know, who's the scariest one, but we'll keep that. But who's your favorite shark? Like, who was your favorite shark on the show?
I think we cannot pick one because everyone has done such wonderful things in their own journeys. So everyone, so when we see B2C, there have been great sharks who've done. I think they are there at Shark Tank because they have had a splendid journey. And every day today, again, by their achievements and what they have done in the Indian market, they have been teaching us and the other startups how to grow, how to calculate your profits. So I really think it is really difficult to pick one favorite shark, but it has been a wonderful experience. All the 2 hours in that tank was memorable. Like every conversation we had there is etched in our memories.
Right, right. So that's so good to know, and I think the fact that on platforms like Shark Tank, we're able to see businesses like yourself. I think it also inspires all those who are probably still in that phase, deciding that we want to do something to actually start doing things. So definitely, Shark Tank is playing a major role, and will continue to play a major role in developing the entire entrepreneurial ecosystem in India. So good to know that. And I think on Shark Tank, sorry, yeah,
Yeah, we are wishing for lot more seasons of Shark Tank India because it was really wonderful
yes.
meeting the other startups and businesses with different ideas there when we were there and when we saw it on TV. So it was a wonderful experience for us also.
Right, right, right. Yes, and actually, like there were so many new ideas that we like all the audiences got to know about. Like there are so many things that are happening in different corners of our country. And Shark Tank, I think, was an amazing platform to know about all of those businesses and initiatives that are being taken. So, and I think on
Right.
Shark Tank, you also mentioned about, there was a question around partnership with Zomato. And on that lines, today on Earth Day, so Zomato decided that, they'll make their deliveries plastic neutral, and will try to use more eco-friendly packaging. So overall, given that you have been in this industry and producing for them, so how important do you think this step is, and what are your kind of expectations that what will it lead to in the industry?
That's a wonderful question. I think it was a very happy news today. The Zomato news today, all of our team was discussing the same thing. Even before Shark Tank, we were trying to connect to Zomato, and we wanted our cutlery and our boxes to go in the food delivery apps. That's the mission Carragreen is working on. Because as we know, after COVID, during COVID, the food deliveries and the cloud kitchens and the home kitchens, the number is exponentially grown. So I think it is very important. And in India, or say outside India, when big brands take big steps, I think that is how people lead and people follow and the awareness increases. Like today, when Zomato announced that there will be a lot of other startups who might from day one think about how sustainable they can build their own business because big brands are doing it already. So I think it's a very happy news and an amazing step by Amazon. And we really wish in near future it is carrot spoons which are going in all the Zomato deliveries.
Right, right, right. Perfect. I think that's a great point. That it's when businesses Zomato takes initiatives or decisions like these, it inspires a lot of smaller businesses to kind of follow suit, and we can only hope for better things to happen. And I think another great thing is the fact that like they said also that on this earth day we don't have a post but we have a plan. So I think that is also very important, that if all of us like take make those small decisions or have those small plans in place, we can together create a huge impact. So on
Today,
that
when
note,
you
I
and I
think
talk about startups, we know the difference that how a plan only when executed becomes a business. So I think,
yes,
like Zomato mentioned, let's celebrate every day as Earth Day. So why not?
yes,
Why
yes,
only one
yes.
day and then make pledges that will not use plastic and the next day everyone is using it? So why not every day? I think it won't be like it
Right,
is
and
very near future that there's no plastic. And July 1st, the plastic ban, which everyone is talking about. So there are wonderful steps and decisions being taken by big brands and government and everyone around. So these are really positive signs for sustainable startups like Carragreen.
right, right, right. I think that's a great point. That it should not be an initiative that we all do for one day. And I think now is like as you say, it's the high time, so we can't even afford to not not doing business in this way or in a sustainable way or continuing to use plastic. And I am sure that businesses like yours will help other businesses achieve their sustainability goals. So thank you so much for whatever you are doing in this space, and which actually brings me to my last question for you, which would be like, so there are a lot of businesses, and we have our audience listening in. So if you had to kind of give them few words, or what are your thoughts around businesses who are looking to adopt sustainable practices, or people who are looking to start sustainable businesses?
So I think starting a business is easier than shifting to sustainable packaging in today's time because there are a lot of options, and we know when we talk to our customers that plastic packaging is definitely cheaper than all the sustainable packaging, and every brand and every manufacturing unit is working on how to make it cost efficient. So my message or my awareness point to all the brands will be try and reuse all the paper, or say like we remember our mothers or grandmothers packing gifts in newspapers. So why not? Why do you want to use a new paper every time today? So why not reuse the paper which is available? That is a wonderful way to save planet Earth, save trees. And shifting to sustainable packaging, like I talk about Carrot Box, which we presented on Shark Tank. So Carragreen is now working towards innovative packaging. So the concept of innovative packaging is that we want to use the 80% of the packaging to create something useful. Like we have seen carrot box being used in plates and spoons. So it is being used as a packaging for delivery, and then once it reaches the customer, it is used as plates and spoons. So at least that much of waste we can save. So the more materials and the more wastage we save, more energy we save. So that is all a circle which every brand I feel needs to follow. And when we start a business, we look for many things. Like when we set a factory, we see all the rules or the pollution that we create. I think what the rules are written, let's follow them. So there have been rules written and there are norms to be followed. Once everybody follows it, I think we'll definitely live in a very cleaner earth in near future.
Right, right, right. Thank you so much for that. And I think the way, like, we as consumers are moving, wherein, we are ordering more than we are going out to eat or to purchase. I think packaging, actually is leading to a lot of plastic usage, and it's like the need of the hour to find sustainable solutions like Carabox, which reduce our dependence on plastic, because we as consumers would continue to, keep ordering more and rather than going out and buying. So in fact, we at Urvann, so we actually do packaging free deliveries just for that we did not want to have, packaging material introduced, use plastic in delivering plants. So which would have been very counterintuitive to what we were actually trying to sell. So I think this is really important that, in across domains we're able to find alternate packaging solutions, and we really hope that you continue, designing solutions for different industries that, we can, the industries can keep adopting. So, however, I think I'm sure there must have been challenges around, convincing businesses to take those sustainable choices. Yeah, bolna that, why don't you actually opt for a sustainable packaging? So, how did you actually find your way through that?
I think every new business which starts with a new product and a new idea has to face this, and spreading awareness and explaining people how they will contribute towards a greener earth. I think that is working really well for us. Once you make entitle them that okay, they are contributing. Like when you tell me that you are delivering your plants without plastic, so you're also saving trees and you're also gifting trees to people. So you're also increasing the count. So I think you must have convinced someone that chalo, birthday gift or anniversary gift or make it a gifting practice. So
Right.
that is how the culture is what you create. I think creating that culture and creating awareness and entitling the people of how they are contributing with Carragreen towards a greener earth. I think that is really working in our favors. And I think that is how everyone will be aware of it. So I think India has come to a stage where everybody is aware and then they are searching for alternatives. So I think now it will be a easier task than what it was in like 2018. So
Amazing. Yes, yes. I think the impact that, the pandemic has had on all of our lives, I think that has also played a major role in, sensitizing people that, we need to take more care of ourselves and our environment. So, with that, that brings us to the end of our session today. I would again like to thank you for joining us, for inspiring our audience. And there was a lot we've learned, and we'll all take back, and, we love to implement all of this in our businesses. So, thank you so much for joining us today.
thank you so much. It was a complete pleasure. Thank you
Thank
and
you.
happy
Have
Earth
a
Day.
good day. Bye.
Let's celebrate it every day.